I'm gonna do a video about this civil rights issue I live in Texas. I think that people should know this. The Guerrero people with the Alamo, both on another island about slavery. Mexico participated in slavery in 1829 by Evil President named Guerrero. And the mother was Afro-Mestizo. And he was part of the Mexican War against Spain. And he became president in 1869. And he banned slavery. He got killed in 1830. By the white so, but when Anglos, slave masters from the South invaded Texas, and they said they invaded like a here, how Mexico was stolen due to terms of slavery, and they declared Mexico, but this one particular woman that she videos of yellow Texas, and I was found out about seriously I've been looking for about in San Antonio, and she was the rock where it talks about her being a slave. She was a lot of stuff. She was a lot of skin. So yellow, like yellow bone, I don't know, but you're black or black. But they know what you're protecting. So there's a sister kind of so I was because I was a job course student in El Paso, Texas. Right? I'm from Houston, but I stayed in El Paso for 3 years, trying to get my education. So what happened was, Ella Morgan was his Santa Ana, as I was told, had saw this beautiful mulatto woman, exotic looking, I guess like Mariah Carey looking type sister, okay? And picked her up, and they posted a wild thing because they posted a card saying with his drawers on, his underwear on. I'm not lying. But I also was told about my government teacher who was white, in 12th grade, and he's been a teacher, U.S. government teacher for years. He retired like in 1990s, like 99, 2000. He been there since the 60s, okay, when he was segregated. My school was segregated at one time. It desegregated in 1970. So my aunt, who graduated in 1978, a year before I was born, she was a student by this teacher, okay? So the white man who's a Texan for years, okay? He told us in class that Santa Ana was drugged. And folks shocked when I say that because they think of drugs in the modern day. No, they had drugs in 1800s. Coca-Cola had cocaine in it, 1860. The name Coca-Cola come from because they had cocaine in it, right? Um, yeah, they had drugs back in the day. People are just stupid these days. Start to say stupid, but they forget. They became illegal, and I saw on the History Channel the reason why they made cocaine illegal because they want the black men in the South to use that drug and to attack the white officers back in the segregation days. I saw on the History Channel. Yep. So yeah, cocaine was legal. Coca-Cola had cocaine in it. Okay, 1860s. Okay, so Santa Anna was known to have failed marriages and being, I'm not trying to make fun of Santa Anna because he was a hero. He was fighting for Mexico, but he was trying to stop slavery in Texas, meaning he was on the black Texan and mixed race black Texan side. Okay, um, because the Anglos came there invading um, Texas, or Tejas, okay? It wasn't Texas, it was Tejas, it was part of Mexico. Coahuila y Tejas, yeah, it was part of Coahuila, the state of Coahuila. And the Mexican government told those Anglo slave masters to emancipate the slaves. They refused because they wanted the Mexican government to pay them. Because remember, slavery was about free labor making money. Yes, America's rich because of that, okay? It's true. That's why the African people are African descent. We need to stop saying that this is not our country. Yes, it is. Not only because we mix with Native American, we're not pure black, it's white and Native American as well, but our African ancestors, both pure and mixed, was forced to build this country. Okay, build the White House as well, and I mean the bloods and sweat and teeth of our ancestors, who were both pure African or mixed with black and native and white or either whatever. Okay, they was forced to do the labor for free and mistreated, abused, and raped and everything, and that's how America became rich. Okay, let's be real up here. Okay, so they wanted the Mexico to pay them. And Mexico said, hell no, we ain't paying your asses because of you. You need to let these people go. We don't practice slavery in Mexico. And so the Anglos like Sam Austin, Sam Houston, excuse me, at this city here, still Austin, and all the rest of Lamar and Clay, Fannin, they all went because the streets are named after them. This is what it is. Okay, here in Houston, even when I was in San Antonio, they named after them too. David Crockett and all them, they went against Mexico, and how they won was this mulatto woman, okay? Because Santa Anna was known to mess with women. You know what I'm saying? He had failed marriages, yeah, cheating on his wife, okay? And they knew that he had a harsh nature, okay? And the only way to get a man to lose is use a woman. Okay, if you have a drug problem, that's how to get you. Okay, so two things: to use sex and drugs to get rid of to make Santa lose. They use a desired looking mulatto woman. Okay, Yellow Rose, Texas, and Morgan West, and they use drugs. Okay, one thing in Texas they don't tell you that, but our white teacher told us. Um, I want to say his name. I don't know if he's still alive. Because I graduated in '98, okay? But he been a Texas teacher since the '60s. I think when he was segregated. Yeah, really. And my aunt, she was a teacher of him. She was a teacher, and she graduated in 1978, and I graduated 1998. Okay, I was graduated in '97, but I failed the first grade. Okay, do the Whitney Houston. Okay, now I do my schoolwork. Okay, listen to Whitney Houston. Well, I know so many times. My grandma said, "Use the schoolwork." So I graduated in '98, and we was in government class, and he told us that Santa Ana was drugged, and it makes sense because I mean he had alcoholism. Yeah, he was alcoholic as well. I read, and he had issues with women. Like he was freaky. It was all he not to be nasty, but I'm just using the word. Yeah, and so he saw himself fine yellow bone woman. Okay, badass yellow bone cousin here, and she was exotic looking, biracial, whatever. And he picked her up, took her to where they got. They got caught by that tree. They about to do the thing. Either he did it or he about to do it. And he got high because the Texas Army gave him some drugs. And I'll tell you that part. And that's how he lost the war. Okay. So the reason why I bring this up is Black History Month. He was trying to emancipate the slaves, both pure and mixed, who was enslaved by the white Anglos from the South. And this is part of my history too, both the black and the white, because my fourth grandma was a white woman married to a Creole man who passed away after slavery in the 1870s. That's how my third grandfather came in. He died in 1954. My third great great grandfather. Okay, my grandmother on my mom's side knew him. He died in 1954, 2 years before my mom was born. Okay, my great grandfather, we call Red. Um, that's his grandfather on his dad's side. Okay, so she was one of the Anglos that came from Alabama. Actually, her roots were Irish and English. Actually, her roots, Grandma Edna. Um, my full grandma was white, or she's a roots from Instagram. She came from Alabama, born in Alabama, and her family from Georgia and Virginia, and it came out of England. That's the English side. The Irish part, I didn't get a chance to trace. All I knew it was Irish because her grandmother or her mom on her dad's side was McCombs. And McCombs, any Muck like McDonald's and O'Connor, those are Irish names. Okay, so I'm also mixed with Irish too. So, but she married my full grandfather, who's Creole, because he had to pass as white. Married, because actually, yeah, because they listed my third grandfather as white when he was born. When he married my black Spanish Creole grandmother, Grandma Anna, um, Grandpa Sam was his name. He was listed as black. Both of them were listed as black, but it's funny they listed their children as mulattoes on the 1910 census and 20 census. That's my grandpa Red's daddy was amongst the children because she remarried to some black men. They listed her as black, but she was mixed in Spanish because her daddy was a Riala. That's Spanish. Okay, they changed his name to Riles, and supposedly it seemed to me that he was a slave because he was born in 1840s. When I went to Clayton Library, they said that he was not free. Most likely he was a slave. So I don't know how the parents from Louisiana, because the census said on the 1880, because 1890 was when the census was not recorded, as I was told. So 1880 is so the parents were from Louisiana. So you know, they say this is where your parents from. And your Spanish last name or French last name from Louisiana is Creole. Okay? So he was a black Spanish Creole man. Um, and he was born in Texas. To my grandma Anna's daddy. And and that's how they were in the first children was Real. Then when she was born, it was Rouse. Yeah. So this is reason why I bring this up because the Anglos when they came here, and I get tired of hearing, oh, the Mexicans go back to Mexico. This is not Mexico, blah. And I love Mexico so much. Why I love Mexico because they was trying to beat the slave masters and make my African American descendant people be free. Okay, in Texas because if you went to Mexican territory, you were free. Okay, you were not slaves. That was the United States territory. Okay, but the Anglo slave masters, who also my bloodline too, stole this state so they can try to make it a slave country. Republic and then it became part of the Confederacy, which explains why we celebrate Juneteenth because 3 years after slavery was emancipated, was illegal, they were still practicing slavery, especially in Galveston. Okay, so that's why I bring this about where Amy Morgan a bad witch or she was a hero because I'm not celebrating somebody that told Sam Houston where Santa Ana was so he can get captured and make this a slave account. I'm not celebrating her. No, forget her. I mean, when I said bad witch, I mean, of course, the man was Spaniard, Mexican, talking about Santa Ana, but he was trying to fight for us to be free. I mean, imagine if they didn't emancipate the slaves and they didn't have Juneteenth and they didn't have the civil rights movement today. I'd be a slave here. And I ain't being nobody a slave. Shows hell no. I will go, and people don't understand when I talk about Mexican and black relationships, and because people today, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm gonna use harsh words. A lot of people within the African American and Hispanic community, especially, do not know their damn history. They stupid. Sorry to say it like that. They too busy listening to Klansmen. They taught their history in school. They don't go take that behind. You know, so I use cuss words here. Access to the library and read. This contradiction. How I know this stuff in history class was through my mixed ancestry. that they neglect to talk about the Creole people, the Native American, Black Native Americans, and all that because I don't identify with one drop rule. I do identify as multiracial. I don't care what people see me as. Okay, that's my bloodline. That's how I'm here. F what the white man say. White man's not God. I'm multiracial. It is what it is. African Americans and Hispanics are multiracial people. They're not no full blown. Okay. There was Spaniard and Native and black people in Mexico. That's why you have Mexicans here. People don't want to mention the black part because the one drop rule, it was legal at the time. It's no longer a law. Loving Virgin Virginia case in 1967 and law in racial marriage to be legalized said that one drop rule is unconstitutional and they're documented by the Supreme Court. People don't know their history and don't know their laws. They just go by whatever people say. Stupid people. Mexico helped that black people and mixed race black people to cross the Rio Grande to get away from the slave masters here in Texas. There's the black Seminoles. Shout out to them, the mixed race Native American black people from Florida. They came to the Creatine. They almost got slaved by the white Native American people who mixed with white Native American in Oklahoma in Indian territory. So they came to Texas. They didn't want to be slaves in Texas. So they went to Mexico with the Kickapoos. Okay? Tribe. That's why you have Kickapoo and Native Americans in Mexico because the land was taken away from them. They had to go down south. And they went to Coahuila, which was to be owned by Texas. They went to eat their house, okay, before it was stolen, okay? And when the slave masters, the Anglo-Saxons, mostly, there was Germans, other European nationality, but mostly was Anglo-Saxon, okay? They went to Mexico trying to kidnap the black Seminoles, and the Mexican army kicked their asses. I'm so cuss here. I'm somewhere in public, but I'm sorry to say they whooped their asses. They protected the black Seminoles. That's why I love Mexico. That's why I love Mexican food and culture and the women, okay? It's what it is. Even Sam Houston's two slaves, Ashu and Tom Blue. I think Tom Blue was a mulatto. They have Tom Blue camel looking like me, okay? More brown skin tone. And there is the mulatto people mixed. Well, slave masters, slaves were dark, like West like complexion, really before the mix. That's all it is. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Not with that trying to mix to an Afrocentric and all that stuff. The slaves were actually that was dark like Akon, okay, before the mixing. Okay, and they had mixed people who are dark too because in your gene and you can have a dark skinned child, light skinned child because your genes are mixed up. Okay, it is what it is. But they had Tom Blue more camera like me. Okay, in University of Houston. But if you read the books, he looked like a white man. He didn't look like me. Okay, when he went to Mexico and escaped from Sam Houston, they thought he was Spaniard. Okay, and he married a Mexican woman in Matamoros. The book called U.S. Crossroads of Freedom, U.S. Negroes in Mexico by Rosen Swartz. Book was made. It was created in 1974. Okay, and it says that they read other books that what's his name, like a Spaniard. They thought he was a Spaniard, look like a white man, but he was part black and he was a slave to Sam Houston. But they have more brown skin. I hate when they put a fake image of our heroes. Okay, like people was shocked that they're if Yellow Rose takes like a white person. Well, that's no shock because you have mulattoes who look white. Not every mulatto look like exotic looking. Okay, you have mulattoes that look like me. Okay, they were kinky hair. Okay, they're dark mulattoes. If you read history, there was one red slave. It will mention a dark mulatto means someone with dark brown, like West Night, just haven't came out dark. Okay, but many reasons why we gas up the lighter ones because of your sense of beauty. It's called like it is, okay, in the United States. People love the lighter, close to near white ones. And today, people don't want to mention that there are some of my heroes in Black history look white, okay? For example, CUNY Holmes in Third Ward. Norris Wright CUNY looked white. His mother was black, Native American, and white, enslaved, and the dad was a slave master, okay? Not That's why when people make fun of Michael Jackson's kids, I get very offended because I have ancestors who look white. I have friends who are Creole who look white, and I see them as my brother and sister. Okay, I don't separate the two, and actually, people don't like to mention that because of the old black nationalism. And I can tell you that black nationalism was created by slave was white supremacy. People don't know the Back to Africa movie was saying if you can't be the slave NIGER in the plantation, go back home. That was the Back to Africa movie was. It was not about learning about your black ancestry. It was about African ancestry. It was talking about you cannot have an American dream, even though your ancestors was forced to build this country. You know, without no pay. Okay, and being humiliated and treated, and abused, and raped, and everything else. People don't know their history. Is just stupid people. Because they're harsh towards me, I'm harsh towards them. Like I said, try to be a nice guy, but when you can't play with people who are harsh, I know it's not a Christian thing to do. God heal me alone. I don't know hear me tell me anything. I let God heal me alone. Okay, thank you. I'm harsh right back to you. Okay, you know. So they don't realize that this is our country, and on the African side, because they were forced to make America so-called great, okay, by making it rich. Um, and then two, men was known to mix with the white DNA. It means Native American too. This is our land. We have three homelands. I tell people stop with that one drop trash. You have three homelands. A white person to go back to a racist person to go back to Africa. You laugh at them because you're part of Native American too. Okay, there's Choctaw on my dad's side, and then the grandpa red mama was part Native American. Okay, yeah. So therefore, this is my lane. I'm not. I go to Africa when I want to go to Africa, and actually, some Africans don't even like us. I'm not shocked because they were part of the slave trade too. It's what it is. And they were slaving them a prisoners of war. No, you sold your prisoner of war to another race of people for some money, some collateral. This is what it is. Okay, we have Nigerian people, not all, but some who don't like us cause Agatas. And people don't know the history that the Igbo tribe that does that, they were part of the slave trade. They were slaves too, on, but they was also part of the slave trade, and they was trying to get rid of the other tribes and not there was now Nigeria out of that land for some collateral for some money. And nah, I mean like one of the Africans told my cousin, Charles Thomas, like in 2000, so yeah, 2099. My cousin working, and she said my cousin working at a kid spot or something like that, one of those stores. An African woman had gave her these clothes. It was worn out, and my cousin told, "We can't take that back." He said, "If you was my country, you'll be my slave." And my cousin used to be a fight. Okay, used to be very rebellious. Talk bad, talk about my cousin. Okay, back she was 90s kids. She born in 1980. Okay, she went. Oh, she was in the store. She said, "Man, excuse me, I ain't nobody. Ain't my mama's slave. What you talking about?" And I said, people that slavery don't, still slavery still goes on in Africa amongst each other. Cause I have a friend, dark skinned me with long dreads. I call him Samson. Talk with a Texan accent from Fort Worth, Texas. He used to work in the blood plasma place. And he told me, well, Texan accent, we were born here. Was family from Africa, from Ghana. The Shanti tribe. You have to sing the Shanti, okay? The Shanti tribe tried to enslave his tribe, yes. And they always in wars with each other. So people are so stupid to tell me if Africans from Africa telling me African slavery still go on amongst each other to this day. And like for Libya, y'all looking at Arabian people in that Libya slave trade. You know who's part of the slave trade helping those Arabian people in Libya slaving black folks? Is one coming from Europe, going to Europe. Okay, and who you trying to be, who immigrants? They were considered illegal in Europe. They were sold to those Arabian people. Guess who's in charge? Who part of that? Nigeria. Okay, yes, black Nigeria. Okay, thank you. Probably 19 Ibu. And I see why, because when they come here, and I'm not saying all Igbo people in Nigeria, but the ones that don't like us, they do show the same type of hatred that a white racist person would do, or a Hispanic person who wants to be like them. The coconut poacher type ones who got some African DNA in them too down at family tree besides Spain and Native. Um, they show the same like resentment and hostility towards us. I mean, I see it at work. I see it even at church. I told one of them, tell the Pope, friends, I don't go tell them. Yes, I will tell one of them, one of them Nigerian really rude to me in confession. I told them, I don't, yeah, I must, and I did anyway. I told him I was going to tell him, I did anyway. Email Pope Francis and told him what church it was in Houston. So if you got kicked out, that's not my problem. I snitched on you behind. Point is, you don't talk to me crazy like that. No, I don't care what you are. Okay, well, you're a minister, pretty well, you're still human. Respect on both ways. Treat people we will be treated. Did you say that? Thank you. On this. The Nigerian, they come here and they talk to us like crazy, and then they don't want to announce it's a good country. Yeah, because their ancestors were not here doing Jim Crow and segregation, okay, in slavery. So you come as an immigrant, a lot of folks, like radical Latinos, correct. Back in the 60s, 70s, they were trying to get Latino and African Caribbean uh, and Asian immigrants to stop the civil rights movement. Talking about the white race people like LBJ and them. Because when Martin Luther King talking about the burning house, he's not talking about integration food. He's talking about LBJ. LBJ was part of Ku Klux Klan. He got Kennedy killed. Okay, Goldwater, both of you had two Klansmen who ran for both Democrat and Republican. Goldwater, Hillary Clinton's so stupid friend. I can't stand old thought Hillary. Um, I call like it is over old thought Hillary. I'm like her and Trump, both of them was friends together. People didn't catch that. I did. So they vote for that old thought. Point is, Goldwater, who was segregation open by it, LBJ was secret about it. Nation Islam was paid by the KKK. H.L. Hunt was a Klansman billionaire in Dallas who had Kennedy killed, and then they had the other Kennedy killed. Then Michael X exposed that. Besides the Elijah Muhammad having Yellowbone girls, a teenage girl doing, before the Arcadic scandal, I call it E. Okay, he had teenage Yellowbone girl, and it was no paying no child support. It opened Michael X's eyes. Not only that, he revealed that a white man in Texas. The white man in Texas was giving money to the Nation of Islam was H.L. Hunt, a Klansman. Okay? And you look at that man's picture, he looks scary. Talking about he was a Christian. He was a Baptist, a white Baptist. He didn't like Catholics, okay? Because, what's his name? Kennedy was Catholic. Um, and also, people don't know before Michelle Obama keep reminding people, Jacqueline passed as white. She had black ancestry on her dad's side, okay? Jacqueline Kennedy was a sister. Yes, she was. She was yellow bone, passing as white sister. Okay. She told the New York Geology Library that was her Jewish ancestry when actually it was her black African ancestry. Because she was passing. But while she was passing, her and her husband was trying to start segregation. Talking about Kennedy. And that's how when he came to Dallas, that's how he got killed. Because H.L. Hunt, LBJ, and Nixon had that man killed. Okay? There was no mafia involved. I get not to bring up the Thai mafia on here. No offense to anybody who's connected. Okay, I know some people, I ain't gonna say no names. Keep my mouth shut on that part. Point is, but that's a lie. Okay, DJ Flag, stop lying. They were not involved in Kennedy's murder. Kennedy's murder was about the KKK, and they hated Italians because a lot of Italians uh were Catholic. Not all, we had those who were Protestant, but many were Catholic, and also too, they hated the fact that Hannibal's DNA, African black Hannibal who slaved the folks in Sicily. It was Sicily very darker. That's why El Grande is very darker. Black DNA in that DNA. It's called like it is. Besides Arabia, okay, the Moors and all that other stuff. Okay, so if Noreen like a yellow bone sister because she is. Okay, what's that true romance when that white man told that Italian man you still got nigger blood and he started saying the N word, but then he told, and that's when he killed that dude for saying that too. So, but that's the reason why no, they had nothing to do with that. It was KKK involved for that. And I'm gonna tell like it's because I'm not a big fan of Nation Islam and Black nationalism. I'm on W. Du Bois side. I'm not with Garvey. Garvey was a sellout. He had a meeting with the KKK in 1922, July 25th, which is when Michael Jackson died in 2009. Yeah, July 25th. In 1922, with the Klansmen in Atlanta, Georgia. They were trying to get NAACP killed along with Walter White and what's the man's name? W. Du Bois. Okay, and the Du Bois, the people think he was a sellout because he was trying to integrate. No, if we in this country and our African ancestors in both the mixed and pure built this country out of forced free labor, we should integrate. This is our country. Pay us what we owe us. Besides reparations, okay? Give us those same privileges. And then many of the, and we although there was not all Mexican came from rape because her grandma was a white woman. My family tree and married a Creole, but still, They rape those children and list them as black to be slaves. Give us our damn privilege. Okay, call like it is. What shade we are. Be dark, like Western up to the high yellow. Okay, doesn't matter. Give us our damn privilege. Along with that, thank you. We need our child support check. Yeah, the reparations our child support check. A ancestral child support check. All it is. And we deserve two because when the black Native Americans were trying to get their money, they used the $5 Indian thing. Okay, and the dog rolls stop us from getting our money for being part of the America. So we need two checks. We need two checks for being descendant of slaves, along with being raped by our white ancestor. Okay, and also they had consensual relationship too. We had women participants who went along with mass. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, but they didn't give those kids freedom. Some didn't. No, hold on. Some slave masters doing their will gave those children freedom. And people know the HBU colleges and the color schools, they were made for the mulatto children by the slave master. It was not made for the true pure black children. Okay, later on, yeah, but they gave their mixed race children towns, small towns. They gave them not all masters. There was cruel ones, but the ones that did fell in love with the slave, they gave them some the freedom. Okay, that's how people don't know. They don't teach you that in history. Besides, they didn't give, but still, they didn't give us any and give us our checks, our child support checks. Exactly, because we mix with that too. That's why I claim all of my roots because the truth set you free. I'm not here to please nobody and kiss nobody's behind and make yourself feel good. I make myself feel good first, okay? I'm not a collective person. I'm an individualistic person and nonconformist, okay? Very extreme to be nonconformist. Why people hate me. I don't care. They have a life. I have a life too. But that's why. But going back to Texas history, that's the whole reason why I bring up the Yellow Rose, Texas. I don't think that should celebrate her if she was helping out the Texas Army to get Santa Anna catch her so he can make it they can make it a slave state, a country first before became a slave state. I'm not celebrating. She'll sell out. You don't tell um, General Houston everything. She snitched on Santa Anna. Like he was fighting for her freedom. He's in love with her too. Okay, drunk in love, like Beyonce said. Okay, and she betrayed him by like telling where they at, and that's how they caught him right there by the ship channel. Okay, by Pasadena and Glen Park. I know the area comes from the east side, and that's not right. I'm sorry. I can't celebrate her in history. I mean, it's part of our history because she was a part of Black Texan history, but when you betray someone who's trying to make you free, I can't celebrate you. No, hell no. I ain't celebrate your ugly ass. Because they thought you was beautiful. Not you here defending some white supremacists trying to put you on slave plantation, your people of any shade, dog and light, and we'll do that black one drop black DNA, and you gonna sit here and betray a Mexican man who was trying to help you get out of slavery. Nah, sister. Mm-mm. Nah, mm-mm. I can't celebrate y'all West Texas. Mm-mm. Because if Sam Houston was to came to me and say, I'm here to be free, okay, me voy, I mean, I'm going. Me voy a Mexico. I'm not staying here in no Texas. I'm going to swim the Rio Grande. I don't care if it's piranhas. I don't care if it's snakes. I don't care if it's sharks in Rio Grande. I'm going to swim to get away from massa. I am, I'm my own slave and slave master. Look at stop this God, okay? Okay, all right. I ain't being nobody's slave. I ain't my own my mama and dad's slave, okay? Okay, so I'm my own slave and slave master, okay? Look at stop there is the Almighty God. If you ain't God, hush. Leave me alone out your ugly business, okay? So that's all I gotta say. But I'm not sitting here supporting no Yellow Rose, Texas, and she betrayed Santa Ana after they got the freak on, okay? And he got high, and she gonna tell everything where he at. Oh hell no. She was being a sellout. She was being a bad witch. She was being a sellout. She was being everything. She was being a coon. She was a mulatto coon. That's what she was doing, okay? Cooning for them folks who stole Texas from Mexico, still gonna make a slave country and then make a slave state in the Confederacy. I'm not celebrating that. Hell no. Hell to no. I mean, yeah, I would like to go to the hotel because they after her. Okay. But to sit here and see her as a hero, she was a hero to them, to the Anglos in my family tree that want to slave me, okay, for not being pure of them. You're not looking like them, okay? It is what it is, okay? And I'm not celebrating that. I acknowledge her, but when I celebrate her in Black History Month, no. You betrayed your people, baby. You betrayed that Spaniard Mexican man. Santa Ana, because he was pure Spain. He was no mix, no native or no black mixture. He was trying to help your ass to be free. You chose to sleep with him and then go back and tell Sam Houston, oh no, I can't celebrate you, sis. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You worse than Aunt your mama. I gotta go.